in Hawaii once again with the shocking new images of the fires there. This video shows what it was like to be inside a neighborhood as it was burning. Now, the man who took this was making a record of which family homes had been destroyed and which ones up to then had survived. We are also seeing new footage of the fire's aftermath released by FEMA as workers carefully search through all the debris. More than 100 people are now confirmed dead. Nearly all of the victims have yet to be identified. Jonathan Vigliotti is on Maui right now. He's talking to the survivors. Jonathan, good morning to you.
And good morning to you, Gayle. As the road into town gets ready to reopen this morning, we're hearing disturbing new details about a state resembling martial law and a rescue operation that never arrived. We're talking many people spending several days in the dark, without power, without food and water, before taking matters into their own hands.
House behind, Uncle.
Startling new images of Lahaina's firestorm show the ferocity of the wind-driven flames. The governor has confirmed that more than 100 people were unable to escape.
It was a kind of fear and panic that I have never experienced before in my life.
After losing cell reception last Tuesday and seeing smoke in every direction, hotel manager Kavena Kahula drove into Lahaina to find her son, unaware of the threat.
You had no idea that as you were evacuating, you were actually heading into the firestorm.
I didn't know. I didn't know until there was big black mushroom clouds of smoke continuing to stack up on each other, bigger and bigger.
She said she received no emergency alerts.
Was there any communication in these first few hours of that panic state?
No. Nothing.
Windows just blew out of the upstairs kitchen.
Fearing she wouldn't make it out of Lahaina alive, she escaped the flames and returned to her hotel, where hundreds were stranded with no power and limited supplies.
There was a point to where we could only provide food for the children.
While Lahaina sat in ruins, no assistance came for more than 2 days.
There's an airport right up the road. Why isn't that being used? There's an ocean front 20 feet from our lobby. Why are we not using that? I don't know.
In the aftermath, they were left hungry not only for food, but for any official guidance.
You know, we ran out of everything, including our patience and sanity at some points. My team members coming back to work, crying, telling me, I don't have nothing left except this shirt. Hearing stories of elderly people crawling on the ground, begging for someone to pick them up. There are parts of me that wish I did make it in to help those lives. But there is a huge piece of me that thanks God that I didn't.
And Kahula says she waited nearly 3 days before self-evacuating. The roads were clear. She did not see any first responders on them. When she made it here to the end of the line at this roadblock, she was upset to see that there were lines of volunteers with supplies that were not being allowed through. The county is currently under investigation. We have reached out to officials many times over several days and have not heard back. And Dana, some good news. Kahula was reunited with her son.
Great news, Jonathan, actually, and her questions, the ones that so many would be asking as well. Thank you for bringing us that story.